What's up, y'all? End of day 33. I think I said the wrong day yesterday. I was confused as to which day it was. I think I got it right today. End of day 33, which means there's actually 7 days left. So one whole week left. Yeah. It was another day. I was tired today. I don't know, I just woke up tired. A little bit of a headache, so I've just been trying to drink a lot of water, make sure I hydrate, and taking some airborne and vitamin C and stuff like that. Make sure I'm keeping healthy. My body, everything's been going through a lot here, so it's pretty taxing. Kind of rough day on congas for whatever reason. And as far as like slaps and stuff like that, a little bit rough. Some days those have just like come out like magic. And then today it's just like bloop, 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 bloop. There's never that pluck, pluck. So I don't know why that is, but I definitely have up and down days with conga. One good thing that happened, there's one pattern that was difficult for me that I've been trying to get at 40 beats a minute and just trying to really like lock it in at 40 beats a minute, and kind of for the first time today was actually like really feeling like it was just maintaining tempo and starting to feel solid, and that's something that I've been doing every single day, so it's kind of cool to see the progress and see that it is kind of a cumulative effort. And then like last night, very late, kind of wrote down some ideas. I'll actually show you my book. Where is it? Over here. So I think I showed you a long time ago, like a series of X's and dots that had been written down, that I had been writing down. So that has turned into this whole like system. There's like pages and pages of these things that I've written out. And then there's like all these different combinations. And then, so basically they're all sequences of different combinations of either, let's see what you can see here. Like this one in Japanese at the top, I have written 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Because this pattern set is based on all the different combinations of 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. So like you can see in a 2, it's going to be an X and a dot, and a 3 is going to be an X and 2 dots. So this is 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. And I kind of made up a system for sounds between yesterday and today. The Indian tabla has a rhythmic solfege that they use, which is like ta, taki, taki, ta. So taki, 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 ta, taki, ta, taki, ta, taki. But I don't know that complete system, so I just decided that I would kind of make up my own, and I was using ba for the X's. And my cookie's done. Ba for the X's, and for a 2 I would say baki, baki, bakita, bakiti, bakiti. So baki, baki, bakiti, 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 baki, baki, bakiti, 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 bakiti is the first one. The second one, baki, bakiti, baki, bakiti, 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 baki, baki. And then that one gets a star beside it because that starts to include groups of 5. 2 and 3 is 5. 2 and 3 is 5. Then 3, 3. So then that becomes like a different set, a different page. So then that's the kind of like rhythmic ideas that I've been messing around with. And then for each group of 2 or 3, I can put different things on them. So when you put them, you apply them on just a practice pad. That could be a flam as an X, and you could put different sticking patterns to it. But then when you get to the drum set, there's all these different possibilities. Because you can have a kick drum, hi-hat, snare drum, combinations of those things. So I've been interested in this one particular set. I'm kind of trying to be comprehensive in my scope of ideas here, but it's such a wide, expansive thing that I can't really, cover the whole thing. It's impossible to cover all the different possible rhythms. So I wanted to focus on certain ones, and I like the 5-5-2-2-2 one. So like this one, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 1 2 1 2. All adds up to 16, which is I don't know if you know or not, but 16 is 4 times 4 is 16, which is 4 beats of 4 16th notes each. So this is my 5-5-2-2-2 page, and then down at the bottom I'm starting to write out like little ideas of how I can break that up on the drum set. I'm kind of trying to work out a new notation. It's similar to what Billy Martin does in his book, Rhythm. He's using the X's and dots for basic rhythms, and then like little lines and dots on the lines to indicate snare drum or cymbal or bass drum or whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of I had some ideas last night for like what the 5s could be and what the 2s could be and how those could become beats on drum set. And so today, for the first time, I sat down and actually tried to play some of those beats, and I almost feel like I cracked the Mayan code or something. For me, finally, it's a way. This is so far mainly thinking of it as funk beats, but it's kind of a way to get this fluid, churning, burning, this sort of churning rhythm, so what I'm imagining is that it would become this thing where I'm kind of thinking in terms of these little rhythmic seeds, 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes, and I know how all of these things combine to create different elements, different rhythms, basic rhythms, but then I have all these little combinations that I can throw on top of it, so then I can kind of improvise within a rhythm, but without kind of causing myself to stumble, which has been the case because it's like I'm hearing things within those rhythms that my body and even my mind hasn't completely hasn't worked out, hasn't flushed it out, and even in learning certain beats by Garibaldi or Andy Newmark, it's like really cool beats, and it will take me a while to learn them, but then I hear them doing stuff. Who's the other guy? I forget his name right now. But they're doing stuff within the beat where they're kind of turning stuff around and shifting it back and forth, and replacing certain parts of the beat, the overall beat, but never it never trips them up. And I was kind of attempting to do that stuff, but didn't know how were they able to just kind of flip back and forth. Um, so for me, this is a way to do that. Finally, like I finally figured out, okay, I can take these little seeds of rhythms and apply them to these basic rhythms, and it was actually fairly simple for me to do, to just apply it, and it was fairly cool sounding just right off the bat. Um, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's going to be a big part of my development. It's not going to be something I'm going to have mastered by the end of this next week, but just the simple like discovery of it is pretty huge for me. So I don't know. I feel pretty good about that. I feel like it's going to go in a good direction. The tough thing then will be to kind of like, because it is a big thing, to keep it kind of like under wraps and not just try to go and use it on my gigs right away, but to try and let it sit in the crock pot for a while until it's stewed up and ready to serve. So yeah, that was a pretty cool thing. Yeah, just been working, still kind of going back and forth with my right hip. It'll be sore, it'll feel good for a while, and then it'll be sore, and I'm trying to do like just keep up with the stretches, keep up with trying to keep it loose and all that stuff. And I can see when I go to just play and just play like just play for fun, I can see where I'm trying to do stuff with that leg, and the tension kind of starts getting back in there. So I haven't, oops, don't know if you heard that or not. I haven't eradicated it completely, but it's feeling better. At least I can notice now when I'm doing that and when I'm not. It's all good. 7 more days. Pretty crazy. Then I go back to real life email and phone calls and talking to people, and not to say that all that stuff is bad. I enjoy talking to people and stuff like that, but I'm a hermit too. I like my alone time and all of that. Yeah, it's kind of funny how this becomes so normal. Just being isolated, haven't looked another person in the eye in over a month. So yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of peek my head out of my little cave and go back. I guess the other thing is just to me, it's like the fast pace of the world. Everything moves so quick. Everything moves so fast, and you try to do this a little bit, and then you got to go on and do this, and you got to go do this, and you got to do that. I got to answer some emails. I got to get. It makes your mind just bounce all over the place. So it's hard to focus on anything when your mind's like that. I mean, I've been alone and isolated for this many days, and I'm still working on how to focus my mind when I practice. So then when I go back to the real world and I'm trying to practice, then it's that much more of a challenge. But hopefully some of the focus that I've learned here will help. And I think having an approach to practice is something that I don't ever really think I had a good handle on. I mean, I did somewhat, but yeah, I guess I perhaps have lost my handle on practicing, and it's I do so many different things as a drummer that it's really easy to kind of like, okay, well, I want to scratch a little bit of this and scratch a little bit of that and scratch a little bit of that, but I never get really good at anything, you know. So now, hopefully, if I kind of keep my focus narrowed down with what I'm practicing, that I can stay focused as I go back to the real world. That's what I'm hoping. All right, bye everybody.